Typically, when we make a video, we try and base it on art, on painting, sculpture, or some topic of art. But sometimes we have to respond to questions of students, and that is what we're doing right now. The question was, why don't we have any representations of Cittamani green Tara on our website? Well, we don't have any examples. We just don't have any paintings or sculpture that we can say definitively are Cittamani. Now, just some background. Cittamani green Tara is a pure vision teaching that was first written down by a Gelukpa named Lobsang Chuki Wangchuk. He lived between 1765 and 1792, and he had actually 13 pure visions called the 13 pure visions of Takpu. Takpu, I believe, is place name. Now, he was an incarnate Lama, meaning that he had tulkus, he had later incarnations, and one of his later rebirths was a fellow named Takpupa Pema Dorje, or Takpupa Pema Vajra. I believe his real name was Jampal Tempeng Ngudrup, and he passed away in 1935. One of his main students was Pabonka Dechen Ningpo, and they expanded this practice. They wrote a lot of different texts, meditation texts, ritual texts for Cittamani green Tara. Okay, now there's really three key points here that I need to talk about. First of all, we do not have any examples of the art that we can identify at this time. Part of the reason for that is because the Cittamani green Tara of Lobsang Chuki Wangchuk is essentially identical to the green Tara according to the traditions of Atisha, Bari Lotsawa, Nyen Lotsawa, and other great early translators. So the Tara looks identical. It is just a single figure. There's no mandala, there's nothing complex. The only difference is they say that the Cittamani Tara holds two blue Utpala flowers, whereas the representations of Atisha, Bari, and other early Tara transmissions and transmitters, there's only one blue Utpala flower, or blue lotus flower, or night lotus. Then also, it is stated that only this form, Cittamani green Tara, is Anuttara Yoga, or the highest form of yoga, and the early forms, the Atisha, Bari Lotsawa, Nyen Lotsawa, and others are all Kriya Tantra. Okay, so there's three issues here, three key points. First of all, we have no identified art, sculpture, or painting. First point, art history point. Second point, in terms of iconography, we have many examples over the last 1,000 years in both sculpture and painting of green Tara appearing holding two blue Utpala flowers. So this is not unique to Cittamani green Tara. This goes back 1,000 years or more with sculpture holding the two Utpala flowers. Thirdly, there are a number of Tara forms that are Anuttara Yoga and not just Kriya Tantra. They're of the highest, the fourth classification of Tantra. Just to name a few, we have the 11 deity Vajratara coming out of the Mitra Yoga and the Mitra Gyatsa. We have the 19 deity coming out of the Vajravali of Abhaya Karagupta, and we have the 17 deity mandala of green Tara embracing Amoghasiddhi that comes down from Surya Gupta, and this practice was special to Chogyal Pagpa of the Sakya tradition. And there are others besides these. There are a number of fourth level Tantra practices of Tara and of green Tara. So if you like this series of videos, then you can press the like button. You can subscribe. You can also join HAR on Patreon and become a donor and help fund the work that we do.